Hey, I hope you're having a good weekend. You crossed my mind. This video is about my journey on LinkedIn, tips and advice. I generally am just going to say that whatever works for me may not work for you because we're in different industries and we have different audiences, but I'll give you my spin. As some of you might know, I've been on LinkedIn for about 3 years. I initially was using LinkedIn as a way to add content for companies that I was working with. That's in the form of blogs. And I wasn't really interacting with people as much as I do now. But I can say from a perspective of somebody who posts content every day on LinkedIn, I think there is a great opportunity for you to connect with like-minded people, get involved in networking groups and things of that nature with people who actually see value in your content. I can sit here and say that every day on LinkedIn, in my connections of about almost 800 people, I connect with people from South Africa, Australia, Sweden, Germany, Nigeria, Kenya, Rwanda, and I actually, from a professional perspective, I believe that whether you're a content creator, an influencer, an entrepreneur, or maybe you just want to highlight more of your business on LinkedIn, you can get much more reach on LinkedIn. You'll have an opportunity to connect with influencers on LinkedIn. And again, I noticed that I mentioned this as well, that there are more users on LinkedIn than content creators, which is great. And I'll just give you an example. As many of you know, I share my updates on when I'm trending on LinkedIn for hashtags. And the beautiful thing about hashtags and creating high quality content every day is people recognize you. So I'll give you an example. I was contacted by a content creator in the Philippines, and he just sent me a message. He wasn't a part of my connections, and he said, "I've been noticing that you've been sharing a lot of great content here on LinkedIn. I know that there's a group of people that you might want to be connected with." And he connected me with a group of LinkedIn content creators, which is really awesome because in addition to being in this network of content creators here on LinkedIn, we actually share tips and advice. In addition to that, when they post content, I support their content and vice versa. And you can't get that kind of reach on Instagram right now, unfortunately, because it's oversaturated. Now, I'm not saying that if you go on Instagram, you won't be able to find networking opportunities. What I'm saying is on LinkedIn, because there are more users than content creators, you can connect with people across the globe who are successful in your industry, and you don't have to put that much effort except for using hashtags and creating high quality content that grabs people's attention in the form of videos, text posts, etc. So if you're struggling to be successful on LinkedIn, I'm going to have to say that you want to post at prime time. My prime time on LinkedIn might be different than yours, and again, it depends on who your audience is. If you're trying to target a specific group, you might want to Google best times to post on Instagram or best times to post on LinkedIn during COVID-19, for example, because it will then give you the time that people have been posting from probably about February to now on LinkedIn, Instagram, etc. So, sorry guys, I know it's a little bit of a close-up here, but my headset fell. So that's my best effort to you. Other than networking opportunities on LinkedIn and chatting with people across the globe that you probably couldn't chat with if you live or spend most of your time on Instagram, is I know I mentioned this before. I am seeing content from CEOs. So if you're a business-to-business person, this is a great platform to watch content, listen to content from influential people in your industry. In addition to that, if you're a business to consumer, I think I mentioned this in one of my other posts. If you're a business to consumer, you definitely want to be on LinkedIn so that you can hear the conversations that are happening. And I'll give you an example. If you offer a technology customer relationship management software, that's CRM software, and you want to know what people are saying about Salesforce, for example, the best thing that you can do on LinkedIn is put the hashtag Salesforce and see what employees are saying about Salesforce. See what individuals across the globe are saying about Salesforce. And then that gives your technology software company an advantage, because then you can then redesign your software for the things that some of the big software companies are not offering consumers. And you can connect with people who work at software and collaborate. You never know with LinkedIn. The possibilities are endless. I really want to stress the importance of being on this platform. If you have a business, small businesses, medium-sized businesses, large organizations, nonprofit, you should be on LinkedIn. You should be posting every single day at a maximum scale. And you shouldn't be too concerned about whether you have to wear a suit and tie while you're creating content for LinkedIn. You definitely want to make sure that you're wearing clothing where you're comfortable on LinkedIn, and you're saying things and doing things that make you stand out from the rest of the content creators, which again is a very small percentage, but still. Take an opportunity to get on an app that offers great reach and has some of the top people in your industry spending time on it. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. And if you're new to my page, click the follow button. Stay tuned. Take care. Bye.